Let's finish it.
Well, tomorrow.
How do you view structure? Because someone that's probably listening to this or listening to our conversation be like, man, this sounds like an awesome experience. But at some point, there has to be some type of structure to a degree, especially if a kid wants to go play college baseball or professional baseball. How do you view structure?
Now, I want to make sure I get the question clear. When I hear structure, I think organized. I think cones in the right spots, and I think kind of laying out expectations before we can have all of this fun. I make sure that they know that we're going to be very organized. We're going to be by our cones. We're going to pay attention and do all that stuff. But I think what do you exactly mean again by structure?
So I'm going down the route of when a player is saying, "All right, I want to go play college baseball or professional baseball."
Like your development process
yeah,
throughout
your development process.
Yeah, good.
How do you get to a point where, like, all right, we can still have fun, but to accomplish big, audacious goals, like you played at Brown University, I played at Missouri State, Dave played at Missouri S&T, like that, like you said in the beginning of the podcast, the numbers aren't for you right now. Like you're climbing up Mount Everest.
So
how do you
there
do
you
that?
go. Well, I learned early on I can't do both. I can't do the kid in blue jeans that's never played and train the 16-year-old that's definitely gonna be a D1 player. So I just there's not enough days or hours in the day to do that. So I have a bit of a feeder system where I've found like-minded coaches in my area that run travel ball teams that are great, and it's a good place to be. It's positive, and I've what I'll do is when I see that player or I have a parent email me and say the Sandlot has been great, now they're ready to take it to the next level. I've got somebody that can give them private lessons, a former major leaguer or a travel ball team that I respect and a coach that I respect, and I'll send them there. But yeah, at the start I was like, I think I can try to do both, right? I can get that 30-minute lesson in and teach him a great changeup, but I can also run Sandlots. I've found my niche, and I've found my place, and I've found coaches in my area that specialize in, okay, this is a real deal, and I send them there.
How do you approach that with parents, like making sure they recognize it and they're not pushing too early? So it's not that 9-year-old parent that's like, all right, we're going to play at Vanderbilt when he gets to college. Like, how do you approach that?
Yep, quietly and realistically. Again, I'm just pulling them to the side and having a one-on-one and letting them know that Mike Trout played multiple sports, 3 sports, all-state in basketball. Jackie Robinson played 4 sports in college, and I just quietly, without getting them in the defensive zone, just let them know big picture. Look at this thing way more big picture. And if I'm not challenging your son enough skill wise, that is fine. I totally get that. I've got a former major leaguer that's doing private lessons, and I'll give you his number. There's a travel ball company I respect very well, because again, if I'm coaching 20 kids at a Sandlot, I can't spend 10 minutes on this kid's launch angle. So I know my zone, but yeah, at the same time, when they're 9, I think the first thing I stress is big picture, and the burnout thing is real, physically and mentally. The burnout is real, and you've got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, the numbers are actually
Yeah.
showing that too. Where before it was 12 or 13 years old, that was when you started seeing the numbers drop, just because you're starting to see high school. But it's actually dropped to more of that 10 and 11-year-old range, which is a little bit of alarming.
It's scary. I mean, game adoption nowadays and how long players are actually staying in it is there's so many other options, and attention spans are so short. And, if you don't make it fun, they're going to go find something else that's fun. And so that's why I love what you're doing and the atmosphere that you're creating with the younger baseball players of the world, that, you know, it's not all about your swing and getting your front foot down on time and all the other things that are talked about all the time. It's different.
Well, baseball is escapism to a degree.
That's what it was for me.
Yeah, and now esports is becoming the escapism, and which is really scary.
Yeah.
Like, again, I'm all about the virtual reality. I think that is awesome technology, but at the same time, there's nothing like grabbing a bat or throwing a ball. I mean, I still enjoy it, and I'm 31 years old. So,
and just knowing how to have a conversation with another human being in person,
Huge.
you know, learning
Huge.
those skills. That's why I'm driven, and I saw it. I saw it about a decade ago. I saw it seeping in, kids playing on iPhones and iPads, looking down, and not going out and having conversations with people and looking in their eyes and just socializing. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'll die trying.
To see more short clips of The Closing Pitch, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to Apple Podcasts and follow on Spotify to get notified on future episodes.